Hi everyone, my name is Shayla Scott. I am an adult services librarian at the Charleston County Public Library, and today we are going into food literacy for this summer and most importantly cooking with herbs. I know a lot of people like to cook with herbs, and some people would love to cook with herbs and don't know quite how to do it in a dish. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. Now the herb of choice for today's recipe is going to be thyme. And basically thyme can be used in a number of dishes. It's a very flexible herb to use. Some people use it for like different types of medicines and what have you, but for the purposes of this video today we are going to be using it for cooking purposes. Now thyme has kind of a woodsy kind of taste to it by itself. As you can see, the characteristics of thyme, they're very small leaves that grow on a kind of a flexible stem right here. And how people usually get it off of the stem, you can do it one or two ways. You can take a knife and just kind of shave it off of the stem, or the easier way that I like to do it is to take my fingertips right here and just pull back very gently. And there you go. There it is, taken off the stem. Now you can either use it whole to cook with, or you can chop it up in what's called a mince in very small kind of pieces. For today's recipe, we are going to use a minced thyme, and we are going to be doing a healthy side dish, namely roasted carrots with thyme and balsamic vinegar. The ingredients we're going to need, of course, first one, very important, is carrots. And I got these from the grocery store. You can get them at any grocery store, obviously, and for the purposes of this recipe, I got baby carrots that I already cut in half. It's just to make cooking a little easier and a lot faster. And the next ingredient we have, of course, is thyme. I went ahead and minced my thyme into these little pieces. You can see it's a lot finer than what I did with the stems. So you need about 2 tablespoons of that. And then of course our balsamic vinegar. A lot of people use regular vinegar for most common everyday things, but balsamic vinegar is very good in using for cooking. It just makes the dishes a lot more flavorful and richer. And of course we have our olive oil. You need 1 tablespoon of that, and for the balsamic vinegar you need 2 tablespoons for that. Then we have a little bit of honey, give us a little bit of sweetness along with our carrots. Honey is great to go with different vegetables, but especially with carrots. Then of course we have our salt and pepper. You always want to season stuff with salt and pepper. Is just the go-to for just about anything. Tools wise, you're going to need a small spatula to mix everything around, and you're going to need a sheet pan, and you're going to cover it with foil. And then as a side note, you're going to use some Pam cooking spray just to spray down on the sheet pan so it your product doesn't stick. Okay, first things first, we're going to take a small bowl and we are going to combine our balsamic vinegar, our olive oil, and our honey. Now you're going to need kind of a spatula for the honey because honey is hard to get out of any container once you put it in. Okay, and that's what it should look like in the bowl there. What you're going to do is going to mix it up really good, combine it all. Okay, that should be good. Now, you're going to go ahead, take your pan spray, and spray your sheet pan. Then you're going to take your carrots, and put them on the sheet pan. And you're going to take your thyme and you're going to sprinkle it all over. And at this point you also kind of want to put your salt and pepper on here too. Okay, it's kind of how it should look like right now. And now we're going to go ahead and take our balsamic vinegar mixture and put about 3/4 of it on top of the carrots. And we're going to take our spatula and we're going to mix it around. Just make sure everything gets coated. Okay, this is what it should look like, nice and coated. And we are now going to put it into a preheated oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. And I'll go ahead and do that right now. And about the same, after that 15 minutes, you want to go ahead and put the rest of the balsamic vinegar mixture, because by then most of the mixture will be done and nice and incorporated. So once you do that, you will cook for another 5 minutes. And now, through the magic of having things done already, I have one that I've already baked off, and here will be the final product of your roasted carrots with balsamic vinegar and thyme. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little cooking lesson, and this is a great summer recipe for you to try out for you and your family. Once again, my name is Shayla, and we hope to see you very, very soon in the near future at Charleston County Public Library. Bye.